In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at the Object Mask tool in Premiere Pro, which released with update 26. So in my toolbar here, we have this new icon for the Object Mask tool. And let me first deselect my video. If I then take my Object Mask tool, I get a stop sign saying I can't do anything. But when I select my video and I hover with my Object Mask tool on top of the object I want to mask, you can see it turns red. So I'm just going to click. And now I even get an outline to let me see that I have selected this and masked this object. Now, as you can see here in your effect controls, we have an unassigned masks option, which means that this mask basically doesn't do anything at the moment because it has been unassigned. There are several things you can do. If you want to use this masking to mask out your subject from your background, you can just drag this mask and add it to opacity. And as you can see now, we have an opacity mask, as you can see here. And my subject is now pulled apart from my background, and I can put something behind it like this. And then I can also say in this mask, track selected mask forward, I can increase the feather, I can make an expansion and all that. So that's basically all the same. Selected mask tracking forward and backwards so your mask stays in place during your entire clip. Now let me Command Z. The other thing you can do, as you can see now, I undid what I did before. I have my object mask again, which is unassigned. I can go to my effects menu here, which if it isn't visible, go to Window and then choose Effects or press Shift 7. And then here I can search for example, Gaussian blur. And add that one to my video. Now, as you can see, the Gaussian blur has been automatically assigned to my mask. In Gaussian blur here, we have the object mask assigned to it, but we don't want to mask my subject. I want to mask my background. So when I click inverted, as you can see, now my mask has been added to my background and I have blurred the background behind my subject. And then the same here, track selected mask forward or backward to have your mask added the entire length of your video. And then to get to the other options for masking, this object mask icon here, when you long press it, you can choose ellipse mask tool, the rectangle mask tool, or the pen mask tool, just like before. Same there. When you make a mask in your effect controls window, you will get a mask under the new menu unassigned masks. And then you can assign it to something you want to use it for, or you can add an effect to it if you want to use it, for example, to blur your background. The other option you have is selecting what you want to use it for beforehand. So let me delete this object mask, this Gaussian blur, and then I'm going to select my opacity because that's where I want to add a mask. So, but with opacity selected, if I now take my object mask tool and hover on top of my subject, as you can see, it automatically adds my mask to my opacity. So that's another way of going about that. And then you can just, as you normally would, edit your video and track your mask backward, forward, and all of that. But that's basically the new object mask tool, which has been added in Premiere Pro with update 26, and how you can use it, but also how you can find your other mask tools which you used before. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.